Alright, so this is kind of the inside of the carburetor for 2001 Polaris Scrambler 50. So in a video previously, I got in and cleaned the original carburetor out, and I used a fuel line here instead of an O-ring, like what's shown here for the different the fuel and the air. I was missing an O-ring from what the diagram showed. So anyways, I cleaned it out and kind of rebuilt it, and I think I mentioned in that video that I was going to get a proper rebuild kit, which I did not end up doing. I ended up just getting a whole carburetor. You know, it's just an aftermarket, not too expensive. I don't know, maybe 30 bucks. So I think the rebuild kit was at least that, and so I just went ahead and got, and I don't know if, so this is the inside, so, you know, I'll go through this. This is the carburetor that came out, the original carburetor that's in the four-wheeler. This over here is from the new carburetor that I just got. So the, you know, the throttle cap is a little bit different. That's the new one, whereas the old one, of course there's the elbow there, but you know, it had two screws hold it in. Springs look about the same. These are a little bit different, but I think the, you know, if you go to the bottom out, pin length is about the same. I don't know, this one seems a little cheaper. I don't know if it is, but and then again, here's the overall. This is the original carburetor, the old one, and I was kind of worried about this gasket and possibly leaking. So this is a, let's see if I can find the writing. It's OEM STD, OEM standard. I don't know if that is the OEM standard or if that's just a brand of carburetor. But this is the one that was on it. Let's see, it's still got the electronic choke. Here's the new one, so you can see the gasket isn't actually on here. It's on the bowl side. It's a little bit different setup. But I mean, generally, you know, it looks fairly decent quality on the inside. I don't see anything much different than the one I had before, and I think this is my oil inlet that I'll have to plug off because I got rid of the oil injection. Yeah, it came with, like I say, it came with the choke, the electronic choke, and a plug. I haven't checked the plug. It looks the same. Just looking at the two over here. Yeah, just a couple pins. So, anyways, I just wanted to pull them apart and really look at them before I installed it. And one other thing to point out, this. So when I took these off, they had a washer and an O-ring around the fuel and air mixture pins here. These ones didn't have anything, and even I thought maybe they were stuck inside the ports here, but it doesn't look like they have any additional sealing. So we'll see how that works, but I'm just gonna put it back together and slap it on there and see what happens. So there it is. There's the inside again, and it appears that my and I can't remember the brand of this one. It's not printed on there. I'll put it in the description if I can find the brand that this one is. But it appears that my hose, my intake hose will fit. I haven't put it on there yet, but just looking at them, it looks like it'll be fine. So, anyways, I'll put the description of the one that I bought, and then of course the one that I currently have is OEM standard. So there's the insides if you're interested in buying a new aftermarket versus rebuilding. So I did have to mess with the fuel and air mixture on this quite a bit. to get it to idle well, and then when I initially put it on, it idled fine. I mean, it started up great, but whenever I gave it a little bit of gas, it was kind of bogging down a little bit. So played with that a lot. Got that adjusted. I think I'm like half a turn out on the air screw, and then I'm like 3 or 4 turns out on the idle screw here. So anyways, I'll kick it over real quick and again. So again, working pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish putting it all back together. And also, you know, this carburetor came with the electronic choke. It seems to work fine. You know, it kicks on when you first start it, and then you know, goes off after it warms up. So it seems to work pretty good for now.